Hi, everybody. Let me turn this music down. Hi. I want to welcome you guys to Corinne's House of Chaos for my update. But first, let me introduce the guests. Miss Mandy isn't going to be with us tonight because she's just a little bit sleepy. But this is my mom, Mary, and then my sister, Jamie. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, so let me just jump right into it real quick for an overview of I had the gastric sleeve June 22nd, 2022. And my highest weight was about 318. And it's been 16 weeks or so about 4 months. And I have to look at my phone to give you the numbers. I don't do a check-in every week. I do it every 2 or 3 weeks maybe, but in 16 weeks, well, it's more like 17 because it's before surgery. I weighed in, but altogether I lost 55.2 pounds. So, and it's difficult. It's difficult, having the kids and stuff, and when we do order food and stuff, so I have to be careful what I get. It's usually grilled chicken or whatnot, but I did that tonight. We ordered Chick-fil-A, and I ordered the I don't remember what it's called, spicy grilled chicken sandwich thing. And
Sounds good.
I took the middle kicklet to tumbling, and then when I got back, I went to eat it, and there was a little gnat or something in my sandwich. Not in it, but in the box. And
Yuck.
I don't do bugs. So, but yeah, I guess that's the update. I mean, other than I really need to get into, I said I was going to start going to a fitness center that's with our homeowners association after I dropped off the littlest at school. I have yet to go.
It's hard getting started.
It is. I keep forgetting. There's just so much going on, and like almost every day every day during the week, I am just running around with the kids. So, but anyways, with that, um, I have my mom and my sister on because they too have had bariatric surgery, and I'll let them share their journey with you guys. Mom, take it away.
Well, I first had my first surgery way back in 2007. I had lap band surgery, and I did real well with it. I lost about 90 pounds total in about 3 years. And I had it for approximately 10 years. But then I started getting really severe reflux, and that lasted for 3 years where it got progressively worse until I had to have the lap band removed. I had it removed, and a year later, I had a revision to gastric bypass. And, but in that year that I had nothing, I gained about 100 pounds back, almost 100 pounds back. And so when I had the gastric bypass, it was like having a whole nother surgery all over again. So I had that, it's almost 2 years now. And I've lost almost all of that weight and a little bit more. As a matter of fact, today, and it may be different now that the day is has gone on and I've eaten, but I was 158.8 this morning. Yay! But that doesn't last very long. It seems like it's like a matter of hours, and I'll be back in the 60s. But that's okay. I've gotten to the point now that I don't stress on the numbers on the scale. I am more concerned with how I feel and how my clothes fit me. So my clothes fit me comfortably, and so I'm happy. So that's where my journey is right now. I'm kind of in a maintenance mode. So that's where I'm at.
I just want everybody to know my mom beat cancer.
Yay!
Yeah, it was weird because I think the timeline is you had the revision to the bypass, and then a couple months went by. Is that right, or is it
It
a
was
year?
almost a year.
Yeah, and they found cancer. It was endometrial, right?
Endometrial cancer. Yep.
Yeah, and she had her surgery, and she had chemo for like ever, and then she had radiation, and
Ever.
so that's awesome. You know, um, around here we say "fuck cancer." Sorry, mom.
That's
So
okay.
I try to uh, watch the f bombs in front of my mom. She knows I cuss a lot.
Yes, I
So,
do.
all right, all right, Jay, let's hear it.
Okay. Let's see if I can remember. 2009, I had lap bands, and I chose. They were doing the gastric sleeve at the time, but since this would have been my first surgery, um, the idea of getting something cut out was a little scary to me. So I went ahead and did the lap band. I was weighing about 224 ish, 5'3", so pretty high BMI. So I got it done. I think it was like August of 2009, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I got down to 160 and got pregnant. I ended up having a miscarriage, but I ended up getting pregnant again about maybe what, like 5 months later, with twins. Ended up only gaining like 30 or something pounds, and I was doing okay. I did what I was supposed to do in the beginning, and when people do say that, oh, you're taking the easy way out, it's not the easy way out. It's just the extra tool to help. So when I gained the weight after the babies, or when I was pregnant with the babies, and then had the babies, and then I did end up gaining all my weight back. Then I decided in 2021, I went ahead and had the revision to the gastric sleeve. So they took out the lap band and they put in the gastric. Oh, they took out the lap band and then they cut my stomach for the gastric sleeve. My highest weight before going into this revision surgery was 230-ish. I don't know the exact numbers. That was June of last year. So June 2021, I weighed 230. Currently, I weighed myself the other day. I did go to the doctor's. I'm 201. Um, Unfortunately, I have been fluctuating in my weight because I think I have a lot of it has to do with emotional, but I also ended up having a heart attack in January, and I'm on certain medications now. Some people say the beta blockers. makes it hard for you to lose weight. So I really was fluctuating these last couple months. I was doing cardiac rehab and all that kind of stuff. So fluctuating, 190-ish. I hit the 200. Again, it's not miracle cure or anything. You have to work at it. You definitely you will have those times where you kind of throw your hands up and you're just so overcome with everything going on in life that you just throw caution to the wind, I guess, and do things. And then you're like, I shouldn't have ate that piece of pie or something. And but all you can do is just say, okay, I know I did what I did was not good for me, and start over, because that's all you can do. I mean, I don't regret getting either of my surgeries because I know it's a tool, and if I don't use the tool, then it's not going to work. But it's there, and I have the knowledge now of what I should be doing, and what's good for me, what's not good for me, things like that. So just a little tidbit, if I wanted to just throw it out there, that no matter what happens in your life, you can always start. You can always say, okay, you know, we can't change what happened in the past, so I'm going to move forward. I'm going to go ahead and put my shoes on, go take that walk. I'm going to drink that protein shake instead of some of these chips. I don't know. It's just know that when you're on this kind of journey, you are given information and you are given knowledge, and it's up to you to use that knowledge. You will fall down, you will fall off, but you have to pick yourself back up. Say, okay, I messed up, but I'm going to do better.
I concur.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I haven't had any experience with somebody saying, well, you took the easy way out or anything like that. I've explained in other videos that I opted for the surgery because I was on Weight Watchers in 2016, 2017, in the beginning of 2018, and I was able to let go of like 60, 62 pounds, but it took 2 years. And but I also wasn't being treated for my mental health disorders. And that's what happened. I did get pregnant after losing the 60 something pounds with our oops. God was like, I forgot something after 6 years, of not having a child, baby. Um, and so I had started mental health meds um, at the end of 2017 after Hurricane Harvey happened. I suffer with PTSD around weather. I'm from New Orleans and I stayed through Hurricane Katrina. So anytime there's like a hurricane going on and it's like there, in, I don't know, is that the Gulf of Mexico right there, that body of water? uh, I start to panic, I get nervous and everything, but so I started medications for that, and I started gaining weight back little by little, and it was Abilify, and got pregnant, got off of it, went through a major severe depression uh, where I thought it would be better if I wasn't around anymore. They put me back on antidepressants, and the pregnancy was an up and down roller coaster. Um, I had to be observed like twice. I had to see the high risk doctor and everything like that. And then I got off, got back on meds. I was dealing with postpartum depression on top of having bipolar type 2 and all this other shit. And I think so. We had the little one in 2019. So from 2019 to 2022, I went from about 260 to 318. I think that's right. No, it was 240 to 318. How many is that, Jay? How many pounds is that? So 318, 240, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So that's like 70 pounds, or give or take. But yeah, it was the meds for me. I could not lose the weight. I went back on Weight Watchers. I was getting within my points and everything. I wasn't losing weight at all. And then I just was like, whatever. And then I tried something else. That didn't work. I talked to my doctor, my psychiatrist. Can we change my meds? Well, let's try this one. Okay, that's not working. And then I researched and I said, well, what about this one? I don't remember the name of it. It had nothing with weight gain. But my psychiatrist said, well, that has side effects when it comes to your heart. And I don't feel comfortable giving that to you. So I was like, okay. She says, well, let's try this one. And so I'm on this particular med now, and, you know, it was still making me gain. And I was prescribed appetite suppressants, and then like coming to now, having had the surgery, I realized after, I don't know, about 5 or 6 weeks, I'm only losing between like 1, 2, maybe 3 pounds a week, when other people are letting go of like 4 and 8 pounds a week. And I'm like, huh, it's the medication. It's got to be the medication. So, and I talked to my psychiatrist about it, and I haven't talked to my surgeon about it, but she said it's probably what's going on. But I'm still letting go of weight periodically. Yes. Besperone. I think that's what it was. Okay, so you guys, Mom and Jay, if you don't know, technical difficulties, if you can see the chat, that's Chris. Can y'all see the chat?
No.
He said to try meth.
Yeah.
Touch
Try
something.
yeah, it's under comments. Like if I
I
hit
just touched.
chat, I don't see nothing, but
Uh,
hit comments. Who's
Mom just kicked herself out.
oh, technical difficulties is Chris.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. He's got a weird sense of humor. We're all sick in the head.
look, and there I am putting my what's your screen name, Jimmy G? I'm
Where'd
so
Mama go?
I don't know, mom.
Because she's not that bad when it comes to stuff like the technical stuff. Let me see if I can message
But
her.
I will definitely say, like, I had a friend who she had her surgery like a month before me. And she looks awesome. She's doing awesome. She's like I think like 160 or whatever. Like she was heavier than me. And of course, I tell her all the time, I was like, I hate you, you're a skinny bitch, and she'll tell me, you're doing good too. She's like, you had your issues and all that. I'm like, dude, you did too, but it definitely kind of hits you, when you see others losing more, but you kind of, you do have to put it in perspective. I try not to put it all on medication and everything, which I know it's not, but at the same time, I'm going, if I went from not doing anything, being sick in the hospital or being home waiting to get cardiac rehab started, and I had got my appetite back and all that, nothing was happening. I wasn't, like gorging myself or whatever. But then I start cardiac rehab. If I'm walking a treadmill and doing exercises 3 times a week and I'm not losing anything, what's different? And what's different was medication. I was on new medication. And I mean, like Mama was saying that, yeah, that 200 number really hurt. It hit. I was just like, God. But then at the same time, I'm still in a size 14. I went down. I can still, however the weight is or whatever's going on inside of here, you know, I don't look so much at that scale. Like, yeah, you don't want it in the 200s. You want to be lower, but I know how I feel, and I know that I can, walk up and down the stairs at work. I can park far away from this front door at work and walk. I can walk around the park. I can, carry the work up the stairs, So as long as as long as you know that if you're feeling good, yeah, the number is enough, something to look at, but it's not, don't, like Mama said, don't put all that onto a number.
The non-scale victories are sometimes much better than the scale.
Yeah.
So look
Okay.
at your non-scale victories.
My non-scale victory that I realized the other day this week when I was getting in the car to bring the oldest to school, my seatbelt goes out now. I showed him. I was like, look, I slapped him in his arm. Like, look at this.
You know what I have a picture of it. My shadow. I have
Your
a
shadow?
picture of my shadow is thinner than it used to be.
One of mine is, and this is for, I guess, the women out there, is when you look down and you can't see your stomach. So that's definitely one.
Okay. So, you guys know what Karens are?
Yeah.
What?
Do you know what a Karen is?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to watch some of them. All right? So
Okay.
we discuss seriousness, and then we have some fun watching crazy people.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Mom's just like,
Whatever.
Okay.
okay.
All right. So,
Oh, I've seen this one.
oh, you did?
Karens and kids always seem to think that they can bend the law and sit above authoritative figures such as the police force. When these occurrences happen, it's always worth a watch. Today we've got a hilarious list of clips of Karens attempting to go up against the law. This first interaction is between an officer who observed a motorist with their head buried in their phone to the extent that they didn't even see the officer approach the window.
Oh, yeah, I remember this one.
I'm watching you drive all the way up the street with your head buried in your phone. All the way up the street. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and pull you over. I have it on the camera. I have everything. And don't tell me you're on direct.
Y'all hear an echo?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I muted my screen.
All right, hold on. Let me fix something. Sound settings. Turn that on. Is that better?
I'm directions to my damn neighborhood. Do you really have nothing else better to do?
You're gonna get pulled over. You're gonna pull over into the BP lot. Pull up next to the behind that. Yes, ma'am.
Nothing else to do in your damn day, do ya?
I don't want to be killed by you, ma'am. Pull over into the BP
I don't want
lot.
to be killed by you,
Call
damn.
me a douchebag.
The police officer making the stop is Columbus police officer Keith Connor. In about 3.5 years, Officer Connor has issued over 900 citations to distracted drivers. So to say he has experience with these types of drivers would be an understatement. Let's see how he initially deals with this Karen.
Now take your picture in case you wrangle me to the ground with police brutality.
I need your license, your
Police
registration, and insurance.
brutality.
Can you please put your feet in and close the door?
Why? this
Because
against
it's
the
for
law?
my safety and your safety.
Well, you see my hands at all times. Is this against the law right there? Am I not
I
allowed to
need your
have
license,
is it against the
registration,
law?
and insurance, ma'am. You're willing to text with your daughter in the back seat.
Dude, I'm not
Ooh.
texting. I'm
You were
sitting.
typing and you look, there's a picture there and you're typing
I
in there
hate
with a
when they
green
bring the
text
kids
bubble.
into
I'm
it,
not
though.
Comments on a picture.
This is a little thing. Just
Okay,
to let
you know what?
You're
I mean, I know
using
you're
ahead,
being
Jimmy.
a jerk
So I
about it,
use this
but
little thing.
Okay, I don't need your insurance.
Where I
I'll pull it up, ma'am.
Where I hit
You
this.
are going to be issued a
And I talk
citation
in my
today.
phone like this.
She just keeps talking.
yeah.
Officer Connor stays cool, calm, and collected. Now that's impressive. She had excuses lined up ready when she knew she'd been caught red-handed. You can tell how experienced he is with these types of drivers. He's just allowing her to get it all out.
That's fine. We don't have a way out. There's a
My child just had an accident.
I've asked you to stay in your seat, ma'am.
At least you didn't have an accident.
I've asked you to stay in your seat. Can you please close?
Is this, excuse me, is this part of the law? A part of
Wait,
being pulled over?
I'll
Is
tell
it-
you what.
Is it? I'm just asking because you're being pretty forceful about it, and I would like to know the truth. Is that a law?
There's your driver's
Can you
license,
answer
ma'am.
that for me, Officer
What
Connor?
you're being cited for is
Are you not
texting
gonna
while
answer
driving today,
my
ma'am.
question?
I'm going to give you a copy of the law today.
You're not going to
gonna
answer my
understand.
question about the law.
What is your question again?
Is this illegal to have my door open?
It depends on my feeling of the safety, and you've been very aggressive for absolutely no reason.
Eat
You have a small, I'm not your bro,
Well, I
okay?
don't care. I'm going to call you what I want.
Your small child is dependent on you, and their
you're gonna
life
try to
is
turn
in
her-
danger. Their life is in danger because of what you're doing. You're endangering all our lives
Well,
today, and that's why you're being
making an
cited.
assumption that I was texting when I'm using voice to
Well,
talk.
ma'am, you can go to court on the
Oh, you-
9th.
It's really the same thing, though, if you think about it. I mean,
would
whether
love to
you're
play
using
this for
voice
the
to
judge.
talk,
This would be absolutely
you're
outstanding. This would be
technically,
entertaining for the judge.
you're
You can go on the
technically,
19th at 9 o'clock in the morning.
putting out that
This
text
address,
message.
courtroom 1B, to plead not guilty in front of a judge. Your second option, you can actually pay for it in person.
No,
downtown.
she's holding her
Now after this
license, I
next
think.
part, you can see why he's getting the peak of his patience and takes no more of her nonsense and sends her on her way.
Butterfingers. Get us all safe on the road.
I'll tell you what. You know what?
Are you going to stop the traffic?
I'm going to
so I
go
can
ahead and
hit
give
the
you a
left
copy of the law today. I don't even need you to sign this. I'll go ahead and say
No,
unwilling.
don't do that in my car, please. Excuse me, that's my property. Do not do this on my property.
Unwilling. Do you have any questions for me today, ma'am?
Plenty of questions.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Are you
Plenty
going
of
to stop the traffic so I can
Okay,
take
if
a
you
left
don't
out
want
of
it,
here?
Not
Nope.
a chance.
Why?
have any other
you
questions,
ruined
ma'am?
this, and you know
Have a great day,
You know
ma'am.
my daughter just had an accident.
Bye-bye now.
Well, at least she's alive today because of me.
See, I mean,
I'm a douchebag.
Good things to do today.
Your Honor, I'm a douchebag.
Following this interaction, the
Your
lady
Honor,
that was
I'm
pulled
doing
over and
bad.
cited made a post on social media referring to the officer as a complete jerk for sitting at lights making sure motorists aren't using their phone whilst driving, saying he berates women in front of their children, and that he approached her and thinks it was certainly threatening. The officer had a swift reply on the social media platform with nothing but the facts stated on it. This guy truly is keeping our streets safer, and I think the only people who disagree are the ones who were caught with their mobile phones while driving. What do you think? Coming in for this clip, we have what's called a Ken. But this Ken is no ordinary
I think
Ken.
I've
In
seen
fact,
these.
this person's name is Martin Hyde, a politician based in Florida. Now, is it a surprise that he's tripping over his power by trying to ruin the career of the young lady?
oh,
Let me
isn't
know in the
that the one where
comments.
he's like,
Go
I
right ahead,
know.
sir. Can I see your license? Yes, sir, I do. Can I see your license, registration, insurance, please?
You can do this?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry? I still have a job to do, sir.
Yeah. What's your name?
Officer Veskin, it's going to be on the citation. Can I see your insurance registry, please? Sir, can I have
How
your
long have you been
paperwork,
this?
please? 7 years, sir. Can I see your registration, please? Your registration, sir.
Did you arrest me?
I'm asking you if you're going to produce me with
How
your
many
registration.
times has she asked him for
Can I
that?
have it on you?
Go, cool.
I'm asking you if you have your registration.
You're making career decisions.
Okay, sir. Sir, because you were speeding and you were texting.
Says what? Where's your business?
All right.
Call the supervisor. I just spoke to your boss.
Okay.
There's nothing going on.
going through our paperwork?
Is it your Russian immigrant status that they...
Sir, you're going to be issued a
I thought I heard his
Anything you have
voice.
to say? I'll wait for the supervisor.
You can wait for the supervisor, but I'm going to go through what I need to go through.
The video that we just showed you went viral after it was released, and Hyde was forced to make a statement. He apologized for his wrongdoings, as this would not have been good publicity for him. Hyde subsequently lost his campaign for office. This next clip is the stereotypical Karen that thinks she's above the law. This Karen claims to be a woman of the land,
she's
or a woman
like,
of God.
yeah.
However, this claim will give her
I
no
am
advantage when she's
Christian.
up against the judge.
It's a
Oh,
racist thing? I don't know.
We're not here to talk about race.
Well, you know what?
At
It
all.
kind of seems like it's a racist thing when the black woman doesn't have a mask on. Why is it your business?
Because we have to identify you. If I can't identify you, I'm taking you to jail.
you ever watch those
Now this
audit
doesn't
the
identify
audit
me,
or
they're taking me to
something?
jail. How do you identify the home?
Auditing the audit or whatever it
The
is.
date of birth. We have
Sovereign
to-
citizens
We're not on either side.
and
We don't know what you are
frauditors.
You
Because
are
we can't
taking
identify
sides.
you.
You are taking
Yeah, but it's
sides.
not the.
Robert, Eugene,
It's the.
Edward, you are taking
What's it
sides.
called?
Eller, you are taking sides.
I'm not
And
taking
it's
sides.
really
Anyway, they
sad.
go
Man,
over
you need
like
to
these
You can't leave
interactions
because
with
right now you're still
it's pretty
detained.
cool. They give them like grades.
No, you can't. You are being detained.
Why am I being detained?
Because we don't know who you are.
Okay, I'm being detained because they don't know who
Now,
I am.
what's
Okay?
going on
We were
here?
called
She
here.
doesn't have a
We were
mask
called
on.
here a situation, okay?
Problem
We're
is,
We
investigating.
don't
So if
know.
you are
We're
a victim,
investigating it.
Okay, where's the investigator?
If you
Are you
are-
an investigator?
We
ma'am,
are officers who
Kara,
have to figure out
Karabelle.
what's going on.
if you're a victim of assault, we need to know who you are.
Carabelle.
So,
How did you know my name was Carabelle?
because I heard you say it. You said it on the phone when you called 911. That's how I
No,
know.
you just called and got it. Don't lie.
No.
You are lying to me. I just heard you call the police officer that I talked to and get my name. Now you're lying. No, you are. By not following the law. First of all, I don't have to identify myself.
Yes, you do.
Actually, I don't. It's called common law. You should read up on it. I do not. Okay? So we both know that I don't. I am a woman of God. This is my right as much as it is yours. This is my land as much as it is yours. I did not sign up for this. I am a Christian woman of God, and you are not going to put your disgusting rules on me that are false and not true. Do you understand?
What are you
I-
talking about?
I will not.
I have
it.
never
I'm
seen
sick of being
a
bullied.
white
I'm sick of
female
being lied
sovereign
to, And
citizen.
it's not going to happen anymore. Do you understand? The CDC just released. Oh my God.
Yes!
Oh my God.
Play this game.
Oh my God.
Bell was given an assault citation, which is a Class C misdemeanor punishable by a fine of up to $500. In this next clip, we're
What did
given the
she
point of
do?
view of this police officer's body cam as he
don't
responds
know,
to a
being
Karen
stupid.
refusing to wear a mask on a plane. Let's take a look at how the situation was handled and the exchange of conversation between Karen and the officer.
Hello.
We're going to take you off the aircraft.
Yep, you're gonna have to get off the aircraft,
Yeah,
okay?
and you're out there,
Yep.
and I compliment you in that way.
She's a representative of the
She's
aircraft. They don't want you flying on their plane today, okay?
I
So
think
you're
I've
gonna have
seen
to get
this.
off the
They made
aircraft.
us wait and wait and wait.
Yeah, that's the way it is, but right now I'm gonna
And
need you.
that's fine, and I will respect that.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to grab your bag and just
And I
step
did
off
not
the
do
aircraft.
anything, actually. Disrespect.
We'll talk about it outside.
Disruptive, besides speak my mind.
Okay.
And you know what? I live in America, and that's what America's
Calm
You know
Listen
that?
to me. Grab your
No,
bag.
you know that. You know that.
From what we can gather, based on her behavior towards the officer, Karen was disrespectful toward the flight attendants, refusing to leave the plane for incorrectly wearing her mask. Her attitude towards the officer was only
You know what,
making
Dustin, like,
matters
all
worse
of
for
these I see
everyone,
now are
mostly
about
herself,
masks.
as she soon gets what she rightfully deserves.
You as a
At this
person.
point, here's what's happening. They're gonna
I
detain
think
the
it was
aircraft. I'm gonna take
drunk
you
and
off the plane,
disorderly.
and you're going to jail. Just so you know.
Already happening.
It won't happen
Okay.
if you get up and walk out with me right now.
I don't think it really has that much to do with the
Right now
mask.
they're gonna deplane. As soon as they deplane, you're going to jail. Okay? If you do not get up. That's how it's gonna work.
Do you feel that's a threatening system?
That's the way it is, man.
Not cool.
Are you
I
gonna-
want to trust you. You
Yeah,
wanna
this
trust me,
is
that's
the lady
not
actually.
healing.
She had to
We're
keep
not
pulling her
healing.
pants up.
Get off the
That's
plane.
not
Come on.
healing.
Get off the plane.
Can I trust you to not?
Yeah, she had to dress.
Let's go. Off the plane. Grab your stuff. Grab your stuff.
Are
Get
you
off the
gonna? Can I
aircraft.
trust you?
Listen, have I touched you yet? I'm trying to get you off the aircraft. That's all we're trying to do.
Do a control situation.
Yeah, she's loaded.
She's
She's loaded on something.
So you as a cop should have to honor that.
Russ, Russ.
Right? No, you should though. You should have to honor that. That's my right.
Go talk to the captain. Tell him we need to
No,
remove her.
it really is though. That's my my rights. Like, you need to, we're getting to the
No!
you're not respecting my human rights as a
My human rights.
That's not true. I didn't do anything that did anything to. No, man. That's not okay, dude. That's not okay. You know it.
29 Central, 10:15.
The officer then proceeded to arrest and detain the woman. She continued to claim she wasn't doing anything. If that were the case, the police wouldn't be here. Her behavior oddly switches quickly back and forth between crying and anger. Check this out.
We didn't have time to be
Doing that. See, you lied right there, man.
You had your chance, ma'am.
Oh, they park on the.
Give me a kiss. I looked at you in your eyes, and I knew you were lying to me. No. Don't.
Your head.
The Karen arrested in Sarasota, Florida, is identified as Adelaide Shrawang. Continues to call the police officers liars at the county jail just for doing their job. This Karen makes no sense, continuing to argue and making matters worse for herself.
How it goes. All right, you ready to step out? Are you going to comply with everybody?
No, with you two, yes. Not with you, because you're a liar. Okay. No, he said the reason he has me arrested right now is because you looked at me in my eyeballs. I looked at you outside.
Look me in my eyeballs.
Before I ever went in there. You didn't have masks on. No, can I say something before anybody takes me out so that I can just say what I have to say? And then I can say what I have to say, and then that's... I will do what y'all want.
Her shirt's falling off.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna get flashed in a minute.
I don't get it. Doesn't matter.
No, you're not.
Is that you have an unjust officer that's abusing his power, and you need to know that, Timothy. Hey. Can I RSW, my mother's a social worker, and you're about to really, because you made eye contact with me before I ever got on that plane. You acknowledged the fact that you weren't wearing a mask. And then you got on the plane, and then you made eye contact with me, and then you manipulated the situation. No, that's what happened. I'm sorry, that's what happened. So, I know the...
Here, let me get your temperature at least.
Anybody? No? Yeah? No, I'm not complaining, you guys. Y'all just... you think he's cute? Oh,
Did she even look at the
temperature?
temperature?
I thought he was cute, too. I looked in his eyeballs, and I thought he looked into my eyeballs, and then he abused that.
Hello.
Yeah.
What's your name?
And this is an
interference with flight operations.
Please just get something.
What's your name? Gabriel?
I don't want to tell you anything to you, so when I say that I am being arrested for things that are unjust. I was on an airplane. I was doing nothing. I was speaking my mind. I should not be arrested right now, man.
But right now, we have to follow procedures, and we'll get to the bottom of what's happening.
Your procedure. You're not following my right? I use my constitutional procedures, okay? But I need to follow your procedures, right?
Step out. Take your leg out.
I'm just annoyed with her now.
First, can we just adopt something that makes me want to be safe? Why can I not be safe?
Safe space.
This is not my human right. Stop. I would relax if you would let me. You're not.
Is she good?
Uh-oh.
Shrawang was
Jay
then
went away.
charged for resisting an officer, interfering with aircraft operations, and trespassing. She remained in custody throughout the week under a $65,000 bond. Coming up, a man doesn't believe this motorcycle cop to be a real police officer. It's seen in the video that this is an unusual traffic stop, where the so-called police officer parks up in the middle of traffic to the side of the driver's car.
What are you doing? What the fuck does it look like I'm doing, dumb? Get over before you find out.
Stop pretending you're a police officer.
Listen, I know what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. What you need to do is figure it the out before you start talking. Boys, go back and look it up. 316. Good. Call it now. Please, 911 right now.
You were arrested pursuant to a probable cause warrant for falsely impersonating an officer.
As it turns out, the driver was right. The wannabe cop, Jeremy DeWitt, is notorious for impersonating a police officer, making all sorts of traffic stops, and constantly going back to the impersonation gig, even after being arrested 3 or more times for it. Unfortunately, that isn't the worst of DeWitt's crimes, though we won't get into it for the sake of
Your
staying on
brother-in-law
topic.
covers
Moral of the
it, by the
story
way.
is, don't impersonate a police officer. That's a felony and a half. Up next, we have a good old Ken who's just been pulled over by a police officer and ends up having an aggressive first interaction with the police officer.
I'm waiting for your boss to call me. F off and get in your car.
This is not going to go very well for him.
You're a little bitch. Give me my ticket and go f yourself, goofball. F you. F off, you bitch.
This is how not to act when you get pulled over.
The police end up proceeding to follow this guy after he stormed off. I don't know what the Ken was thinking during the confrontation, but let's just say things didn't go his way when the police caught up.
In 5.
Got his gun on me now. The RCMP officer has his gun on me now. Listen to him. He's hitting my fucking truck now. He's breaking my window. Holy get him over here.
You're assaulting a police officer.
Get him over here. Holy help me. Help me. I won't.
Send somebody now, please. He's got a gun on my husband.
He's tripping
See,
balls.
that's the thing. It's just being polite. Like,
Help me.
and that's what it was. Like when you set off, I
What are
think
you
it like
doing?
the truck hit him or something.
He didn't do anything.
This is in Canada.
Send more people, please. There's another officer here, but he just told.
Last but not least, we have a Karen who refuses to wear a mask in this grocery store. When approached by this police officer,
this
for
is
which we
old.
watched through his body cam point of view, the Karen tries to argue about what laws state for a mask mandate, ignoring the state law and telling this officer he doesn't know anything about the law. Typical Karen moment.
Store policy. They can
Oh wait, I
leave.
think would she be considered a sovereign, you guys in chat?
What's the federal law that prevents me from wearing a face mask? Federal law.
Not federal. It's
Okay,
state
so
law.
you don't know.
State order.
No, the law. Right?
State order.
No. The law. The law, because.
See, I was always confused with the law and the mandate.
Okay.
She
But I
continues
do-
by stumbling on her own words while believing she's in the right and that she's proving points. It's not clear what point she's trying to make, but her disagreement is only setting her up for her own failure.
So what is the
Hey,
federal
business
law
can ask you to
that-
leave for any reason.
that prevents me from wearing a face mask?
They don't have to provide you service.
Do they serve the public? Do I pose any threat medically or physically?
They don't know that.
Okay, so you don't know that. So I am being tested.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Like it's up to the plate.
Why?
For any reason they want.
Because I pose what kind of threat?
They have a policy here. They're
Is it a
following
federal
the
law?
they're following the
Is
state
it a
mandate.
It's not.
Miss, do you have an idea? It is a
I want to say that she's also drunk.
This is private property.
No. Do they serve the public?
Soon after, the police officer finally
No
makes
shoe,
a call to
no
give this
shoe.
Karen what she deserves.
No shirt,
she had
no
it coming
shoes,
the
no
moment she
service.
decided to argue with the police.
What do you need? Her ID?
Yes.
Do you have your ID?
No.
please?
I'm not giving you my ID.
Okay,
Because
then you gotta come with us.
But then what would be the reason behind the no shirt and no shoes? Like if you don't have no shoes, what does that? I mean, like what are you like?
Keep recording all you want, but we're
What
gonna
would be the
put it in
reason
your purse.
for no shoes?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't
Like
touch my phone. Don't touch my phone. I'm relaxed. Come on, let's walk out. Let's walk out. Ooh. No.
Stop resisting.
Oh, no, there's no resistance.
when people say I'm not resisting.
That is
I'm
resisting.
resisting.
You are trying to
Hick
get free.
said that she
is
was
resisting.
drunk.
Oh, I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see you.
want to provide IDs.
Oh, trust and believe, honey.
Oh,
no. Because no.
The police officers detain and arrest the Karen, then escort her out of the store. She continues to talk incoherently as she's taken to the police car. What she says next is one of the only things she repeats throughout the rest of this video.
Give me my cell phone.
Miss, stop pulling away from us.
No. Give me my cell phone.
Pulling away from us is resisting.
No. Give me my cell phone. Give me
Everything's
my
being recorded.
cell phone. No.
Everything's being recorded.
Give me my cell phone. Illegal search.
No, not that.
Illegal.
You can't have the person.
Illegal search.
You're going to go to jail.
Illegal. That's not mine. That's not mine. Oh, hell no. Wait. I want to see it. You go through my cell phone.
Coincidentally, the Karen in the video is actually named Karen. The Parma Heights, Ohio resident, Karen Turner, went to court and pleaded not guilty to misdemeanor charges of resisting arrest, criminal trespassing, and failure to disclose information. Karen was released on a $5,000 bond. It comes to show that the entitled act of a Karen does not go unpunished, for they are then entitled to criminal charges.
Crazy people.
Yep.
Oh, there is one more, and then I'll end it. It's Karen's in court. Let's see.
I wish I was able to.
At least most of them is. One Karen on this list is actually a magistrate himself. Now let's get right into the crazy Karens messing up their court hearings big time. First up today, this Karen owns a diner that didn't follow COVID-safe rules. She continued to willfully violate the state's food laws, public health orders, and the order of the court, which led her to sitting right here.
Ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
I would like to call
This person.
Ma'am, stop. I know you want to control this room, but this isn't Burger King. When the sign changes to Burger King, you can have it your way. Right now, this is my courtroom, and you will answer my questions. Stop. Do you
should have played the Johnny Depp
and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury? Yes or no?
I should have done what?
Play the Johnny Depp courtroom
All right,
video.
I'll take that as silence. I understand.
Oh, I covered that with that lawyer lady, Natalie.
Say anything again without telling me you're going to tell the truth, and I will hold you in contempt of court for 93 days. Contempt carries with it 93 days and or $7,500. You will not act disrespectful in this court.
Her behavior landed her a $7,500 fine and 93 days in jail for contempt of court. Next, a lady was sentenced to 3 to 15 years in prison after driving under the influence and causing a fatal crash, killing a father of 6, along with injuring the mother. The victim's family is also in the courtroom, and as a victim impact statement written by the children of the now deceased father is read, the convicted woman's mother can be heard laughing. Check out how the judge handles this situation.
Oh yeah, this one.
Casal's been found guilty of driving under the influence, causing a head-on collision, killed 31-year-old Jerome Zerker, and severely injured his fiancée, 31-year-old Brittany Johnson. Prior to sentencing, the court will hear a powerful impact statement from the victim's children, read by his sister, Doreen Zerker.
Amanda, look what you did to my life. You ruined everything I had, like my dad's life.
Amanda seems devastated by Doreen's words. But Judge Kiana Lillard apparently hears some snickering from Casal's family sitting in the gallery. That's the defendant's mother, Donna Casal.
Ma'am, you are being taken into custody for criminal contempt. Your disruptive and disrespectful behavior disrupted today's
And
proceedings.
how she's
and
dressed is-
ma'am, are
Yeah.
going to the Wayne County Jail for 93
You don't wear
days
that
for
to
direct
court.
Criminal contempt. Anybody else want to go? Try it.
After orders restored, Amanda Casal is sentenced.
It'll be the sentence
Oh,
of
Damon.
this court that you will serve 3 to
Damon,
15 years in
there
the Michigan Department
is
of Corrections.
restaurant
If there's nothing further that
here
concludes this matter.
called
After a night in jail, the not-so-remorseful mother
where all
appears
the
in front of the
waitress
same
and
judge
stuff
and had
are
this to say.
assholes.
As for Amanda's mother, Donna, she spends the night in jail and appears before Judge Lillard the next morning. Donna seems to have learned a serious lesson from just one night behind bars.
I don't think she did. Miss Costa, is there
Yes.
something you'd like to say?
Yes, I deeply apologize for what I did. I was under a lot of stress. And I deeply apologize for what I did in your court. I just needed to get out. It's been very hard for me this year, and I know for the other family. And I'm so sorry for what I did. And I know it was wrong, and I apologize.
Her apologies seem to have worked as she was let home the same day.
didn't
Next we have
apologize
Michael
to the
Backman, an
family.
Ohio magistrate abusing his powers to the maximum. He was presiding over a trial when he heard a commotion coming from the hallway. The commotion was coming from Cassandra Jackson, and she was allegedly screaming at the top of her lungs because she had been told she was 30 minutes late to file court papers. The judge then walks out and takes matters into his own hands.
Hey, you, get back here! That's a magistrate in full judicial robe storming out of his courtroom and chasing down a woman. Watch as he takes off after her, running through the hallways. When
Why
he
they don't
finally
have her
catches
on
up with
camera?
he orders her back to his courtroom. And when she makes a wrong turn, he
Yeah,
puts
apparently
the
like she
long
was
arm of
upset
the
because
law
of
on her
something,
shoulder,
and so she
steering her in the
was
correct
outside the
direction.
courtroom. I
Inside
mean,
his courtroom in
okay,
Cincinnati,
and
the magistrate sits the woman down in the jury box and then proceeds to sentence her to 3 days in jail for disrespectful and disruptive behavior.
yeah, what he
After
did
the
was
incident, this Karen of a judge was forced to resign, and
she was
Cassandra was
outside the
released
courtroom.
after
She
2
was
days in
outside in
jail.
the hallway.
Moving on
so,
now, not all Karens are white,
she was
entitled,
trying
middle-aged
to
women. Some
file
are young
some
and
paperwork
entitled,
or
like
something
this girl in
with the
court
company or
here. This
something like
girl's
that.
either stupid spoiled, on drugs, or
if
both.
she was
After smiling and
really
laughing
loud.
throughout her whole hearing, she says adios to the judge as it comes to an end. So the judge calls her back and doubles her $5,000 fine, making it $10,000. After hearing this, she turns around, swears out, and flips the judge off. In relation to her disrespect, the judge then
Yeah,
hands
I
her
remember
30
this.
days in jail.
You're being charged
Oh,
with
yeah.
possession of Xanax, B-A-R-S. I don't know what that is. What is that?
Xanax bars.
Xanax bars.
Okay, and do you own any property value, a house, a car, a bank account?
She
significant
is
amount of
probably so, like, she's been on drugs for so long. Her brain is fried.
How much would you say your jewelry is worth? It's not a joke, you know. We're not in a club now. Be serious about it.
I'm serious about it.
You're being very. I can see you're serious, all right.
It's worth
Ma'am,
money.
have you had any kind of drugs in the last 24 hours?
Actually, no.
Bye bye.
Adios.
We'll be right back.
Come back, ma'am. Come back. Come back. Get paper again. Count one will be 10,000.
Are you serious?
I am serious. Adios. Come back again.
Peter, what are you doing? Crack?
Come back
I'm
again.
back.
Bring him back again. I believe
What's
I heard
up?
you saying to. I believe you. Did you say? Did you say that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you did say that? I find you in direct criminal contempt. 30 days in the county jail.
Today's final Karen is Karen Stevens. Karen had an ongoing feud with her previous attorney, Paul Nicoletti. Karen claimed that Nicoletti had petitioned the court for a personal protection order against her over accusations of stalking, so Karen's here to fight the order.
Find the case of Nicoletti versus Stevens, case number 0672178PH.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Oh, yeah, this one's
Pro-per for my motion for sanctions against Mr. Nicoletti for this vexatious and frivolous PPO.
I'm sorry, on this what?
I have a motion for sanctions
I
against...
know that. And the purpose of the sanctions are based on what?
It was a frivolous and vexatious PPO based on nonsense.
Huh?
I am not stalking Mr. Nicoletti.
I haven't signed a PPO.
If you didn't catch that, the personal protection order that Karen is referring to hasn't even been issued yet.
This petition for a PPO. Okay, let me.
Okay, were you served?
No, I wasn't, but Mary.
No, you may not. How can you ask to sanction someone when you haven't even been served?
That's the point.
Stevens, do not interrupt me when I'm speaking, ma'am.
Ooh, judges don't like that.
I have a constitutional right to be heard.
Had I issued a PPO, you would have a basis to be before me. I did not issue a PPO. He did not pursue his right to a hearing on the PPO. You were never served, and here you are taking up my time so that you want me to chastise him and make him pay money.
Charges her.
Your relief is denied, and in addition to that, I am sanctioning you with costs $500.
I knew it was fixed.
I beg your pardon?
I knew it was fixed.
This story, however, doesn't end here. Due to a clerical error, Karen is back before Judge Anderson once again, 4 months later.
The office attempted to correct the mistake they made. You basically objected to your credit card company.
Objection!
Here today. Do you have the $495?
Browns.
Is the balance owed?
I did file an objection and an answer to this order to show cause that wasn't properly served. Didn't have an affidavit of merit.
Ms. Stevens, do you have $495 with which to pay today?
I just said I have my credit card. I do not have cash.
Very well then, Ms. Stevens. You may go down to the clerk's office, pay $495 forthwith to take care of the $500 that this court assessed you the last time you were here.
I'm entitled to know what statutes or court rules you rely on to sanction me in the first place. That's part of due process.
After all this, Karen was not only ordered to pay the $500 in court fees, but Nicoletti's attorney fees as well. Unlucky Karen, karma just really is a bit.
Where's my mouse? Why is it freaking out? Okay. Alright, y'all. Thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed your Karen videos.
It's interesting.
Volume's all crazy.
Do what?
What?
The volume is all crazy.
What volume?
What volume, Jamie?
It's all staticky.
I don't know. It sounds all funny.
Can you hear me?
What is that noise? What is that?
What?
Monster.
It's like
a monster.
Thanks, Dave. We're gonna go ahead and go. You guys can stay on and we'll chat after I close out the live stream. So everybody, bye.